Hello, and welcome back to Fallout 3. I'm Chancellor Cinemas Moras. In the last episode, we explored most of this area, actually pretty much all of this area. We went through the metro, bought on the mall a bit, came in here, yada yada. I talked about what's been going on in my life a bit, the usual. And now we're here to find a dish or Galaxy News Radio. Also, here's a plaque. Sorry, I was just eating some jerky and my mouth is all weird right now. Okay, I think I'm good. This is a scaled model of a prototype military transport vehicle being developed by the US military. The XVB-02 Vertibird is a VTOL vertical takeoff and landing craft with an extremely durable armor fuselage and can be armed with a variety of offensive weapons and defensive countermeasures. This is the most advanced aircraft of its kind ever developed, and the military hopes to press them into service by 2085. Its wing's broken. Got a little minigun on it. I think this is it. Nope. Is this it? Yes, it is. Okay, I'll read this stuff because all these terminals are the same except for the Prime puzzles. Exhibit guide. Wait, what? Okay. Well, same thing as before, 19. Wait. Am I not allowed to look at this stuff? I have to do the second puzzle? Okay. I'll save. I guess I have to look at the other terminal. Oh. System upgrades courtesy of Prime. 24, yeah. Well, yeah, this is an easy one. 53. These are all... I mean, these are all obviously... What's it called? Not odd... No, these are... This is an even number. Even numbers can't be prime because that's the definition of an even number. Odd numbers can occasionally be prime numbers, but sometimes they aren't. Like, generally most divisibles of 5 aren't prime numbers because they can be divided by 5. Wait, was that not it? No? Was 19 not? Wait, what was it? 53? Hold on. Am I wrong in my assumption? Number 2. Did I not click 53? Is it 38? But it's an even number. All even numbers can be divided by 2. Because this 24 would be 12, 88 would be 44, 38 would be 20, no, be 19, right? So it has to be 53. Am I wrong? It's not saying confirmed. Oh wait, yeah, because the prime number could only be divided by. No, that says error. Okay, so I'm right with 53. It's just not showing confirmed. Oh no, I have a feeling it's because I solved the puzzle twice, if that makes sense. There we go. Yeah, it might be because I tried to click exhibition guide and then solved the first puzzle over the actual. Hold on, I'm gonna try to do this real fast. Exhibit guide. Oh, not. Fine. Exhibit guide, transportation exhibits. Museum Technology is proud to present a journey through the history of ground transportation. Take a step back in time and see the original steam-powered car and development of internal combustion engine. Experience the rise of microside nuclear power and walk through our 2-story Mach fusion engine to see what happens first when you turn the key. exhibits sponsored by Chrysalis Corporation, I think. Chrysalis Corporation, I think. Robotics exhibits. The Museum of Technology is proud to be in home of some of the original prototypes in Museum Mr. Handy and Mr. Gusty and Protection robotic lines. See development of these metallic assistants and how they made our lives easier. Play the artificial intelligence game where you will be able to program a robot, watch it obey your commands in real time. After seeing what makes them tick, you'll never look at your robot the same again. Exhibit sponsored by Robco and General Atomics International. Flight exhibits. Take to the skies and soar above the clouds as you view our aircraft exhibits throughout the Museum of Technology. The original Wright brothers flyer, the vintage World War II P-51 Mustang, and several other aircraft can be found hanging about in the museum. Also, be sure to visit our flight experience gallery where you could take a simulated airline flight on board a full-size jetliner, or step into the hair-raising white-knuckle world tour of air traffic control in our Tower Terror exhibit, sponsored by Lockheed Industries. Spaceflight exhibits. Countdown to excitement as you take to the stars in our brand new spaceflight gallery. Marvel at man's ingenuity as you view an exact replica of the Vertigo 2 moon lander that participated in the first manned moon landing. Dabble with forces beyond your comprehension in our working G-Force simulator ride, or take to the stars in a cornucopious planetarium. Exhibits sponsored by the United States Space Administration. Special events. Vault-Tech's Vault of Tomorrow. Thanks to the generous grant from the Vault-Tech Corporation, Vault-Tech Tour is open to the public. Walk through a section of an actual vault and oversee all of the modern conveniences Vault-Tech has added to its now legendary nuclear fallout shelters. Interact with the exhibits within the vault and see just how life within one of these subterranean marvels is as comfortable as living at home. Tickets for the tour are now available at the information desk in the main atrium. West-Tech Power Armor Demo. West-Tech, the world's leading arms manufacturer, demonstrates the T-51B Power Armor suit in our Darwin Theater. Get a first-hand look at how the armor is designed to defeat any type of adversary with an actual live combat simulation using robotic targets. Time tickets are available at the information desk in the main atrium. Note that the liability waiver must be signed to attend this event. Lecture. Oppenheimer's Folly? A lecture by Professor R.A. Gumby. This lecture explores a very real possibility that nuclear war might not be as far off as we think, and the effects we'll have on the future of our planet. By illustrating past uses of smaller-scale atomic weapons, Professor Gumby will shock you, frighten you, and make you wish you could just duck and cover to survive a real nuclear attack. Tickets are now available for this lecture series at the information desk in the main atrium. Oh. Planetarium tickets. Cornucopious planetarium scheduled to subject to change without notice. Please inquire at different desks. The Long Road to Mars, 5 p.m. Take a simulated flight through the stars from our Earth to the Red Planet. Journey through Beyond the Universe, 3:30. What lies beyond the universe? Take a theoretical journey farther than anyone's gotten before. Well, just Stardust, 12:30 to 4 p.m. This program asks a simple but thought-provoking question: where did we come from? Zany Planet Show, 11:30, 12 p.m., 2:30, 4 p.m., 4:30 p.m. Join Captain Space Galaxy as he travels the solar system and visits each of the worlds within it. Recommend for kids to 4 to 10 years old. Nice. Gigantomax tickets. Gigantomax scheduled to subject to change without notice, blah blah blah. Yikes, cower in fear as all sorts of gigantic vehicles drive at the viewer and give you a bug's eye view of oncoming traffic. Roller coaster. Strap yourself in for the ride of your life. All from the safety of a 300-seat Gigantomax theater. Ride 10 of the world's notorious roller coasters from front seat. Sickness bags not included. It's actually kind of cool, being able to just ride any. Like, I know it's a theoretical, like, not legitimate, but if they could simulate it, it's basically like riding the real thing, right? Colonoscopy. Colonoscopy? Using our special Gigantamax technology, you'll marvel at the detail of our 3-story screen as you take in a real voyage into the very familiar part of... Oh, colonoscopy. I've actually never seen this word, but I've heard the word, so... Okay. Okay, I get it. Hardcore. Oh, wait, what? Anyways, borrow space facts. Space fact number 1. The planet Jupiter is larger than 1,000 Earths. Space fact number 2. The outer layers of the sun have what's known as differential rotation. The equivalent of a surface rotates every 25.4 days, but the nearer the poles, it rotates once every 36 days. Space fact number 3. A neutron star is completely dense in solid matter. In fact, it weighs 1 trillion times heavier than lead. That means a piece of neutron star would, the size of a pinhead, would weigh as much as a large building. That's actually something I didn't know. The sun loses, space fact number 4, the sun loses almost 4 million tons of mass every second by turning hydrogen gas into energy that adds up to almost 345 billion tons per day. Number 5. If we were to send a message to someone on the planet belonging to our closest neighboring solar system, Alpha Centauri, which is almost 4.4 light years away, we wouldn't receive a reply message for 8.8 years. That's cool. I've been reading the 3-body problem series, and I believe that is the galaxy that they come from. I think there are about 175 billion galaxies in the observable universe, each with as few as 10 million stars up to giants with 1 trillion stars, all orbiting at the common center of mass. If all the particles that make up Saturn's rings were gathered together, they would form a sphere about 120 miles in diameter. Olympus Mons, a volcano found on Mars, is the largest known volcano in the solar system. It is 370 miles, 595 kilometers across, and rises 15 miles, 24 kilometers. That is 3 times as tall as Mount Everest. And there's like a mountain on Mars called like Mount Olympus, which is the biggest mountain in the universe, I believe. Which is why... Oh. Gotta go. The Super Mutant had pretty bad aim. He missed me. Okay, there's no enemies. Nuka-Cola. Strong enough. Delta 9 rocket. The Delta 9 rocket was detonated by the United States Space Administration by a grant from the United States Department of Antiquities. Don't they mean launched? Or is that an actual space term, detonated? Let's read this. Delta 9 rocket information. The Delta 9 rocket commissioned by the USSA in 2020 was... Oh, that's this year. was the last of the manned rockets that sent to our brave American astronauts to the moon. Delta 9 was in use for almost 15 years before being converted for military use and having the crew and instruments sections replaced with nuclear warhead. Delta 9 recorded over 77 successful launches, making it one of the most successful rockets in U.S. history. The rocket, developed entirely by the USSA scientists, was a single-stage vehicle with an ejectable cruise section or a satellite storage bay. The propulsion system was a nuclear electric derivative drive, using massive electrical jolt to start the nuclear reaction on launch. The crew section was protected from the radioactive chambers by the way of a massive titanium vanadium disc. Vanadium disc. The spacecraft had the capacity of sustaining 2 astronauts for up to 24 days maximum. The longest recorded spaceflight in Delta IX rocket was the 17 Zeus 12 mission to the moon. Interesting. Show instrument sections. Yeah, I don't really care about the propulsion stuff. So they essentially had a nuclear explosion under the rocket every time they launched. If that's what I think that thing is saying. If so, that's kind of ridiculous. Never stop us. Ah, man, it's been a while. Grab the meat. I think this is the last terminal that has the prime puzzle. Yep. 99, 105, 111, 113. I think it's 113. Because as I said before, divisible by 5s doesn't count. I believe this is a divisible of 3. Because it's a 99. 111, I believe, is divisible by a 10? No, not 10. Well, I can't remember. I remembered. I'm gonna take out my calculator to double check. Oh, maybe this one's divisible by 7? I can't remember. It's one of these two. I think it's 113 though. So I'm gonna. It's 113 divisible by 3? I don't think it is. No. I'm just gonna go with 13. Hey, I think I remember 111 being a divisible of something. I just can't remember. I want to say 13. I don't know why. Nice job, Jigs. I know you remember the good old days. The loot is in the security office safe in the upper parts of the West Wing. Use the terminal there to get in and enjoy your share, pal. You've earned it. Meet me in the old diner outside the Drury Street Metro Station. See you there. Good luck, Prime. Well, I ain't no boy named Jigs. My name is Maras in this game. In the next game, I'm gonna play as myself. Probably. I'm gonna go back up because I think we skipped something. Which could, I think, lead up into that room that's locked. Or I think it leads up to there. I'm gonna get attacked. Ellie's. It's only 2, so it can't be the ES. Be the E. Might be the E. The last, it can't be looted. Could be listen?